What's up, everybody? It's Kevin here from Happy Bird Games, and today is a Friday, a Famicom Friday. Today we're jumping onto the Game Boy, the Japanese region Game Boy game called, and I'm going to be using my phone a lot for translation because this game does not have a translation patch online, and it is almost entirely in Japanese language as far as I can tell. This is a Japanese region game based on the Tamagotchi series, which you might be familiar with if you've played with a Tamagotchi handheld or a Digimon Digivice. This game is called Game Haken Tamagotchi Osutchi to Mesutchi. Now the title Osutchi to Mesutchi means male and female. So you've got Osu, which is male in Japanese, and Mesu, which is female. And the two is actually and. So Tamagotchi, Osutchi, and Mesutchi, meaning you get both the male and female types of Tamagotchi characters to breed and create new ones in this video game. This game begins by setting the date and time. I don't know if I can even go up to the current date, can I? I mean, I'm assuming I could, but let's see how far we can go. 2021. Today is actually Friday, so let's check on the date. Should be the December 17th. And then the time is, another good reason to have my phone, 3:46. Going on up. And the reason for time in this game is because you're taking care of a pet that can grow and change in real time, and also you're going to want to keep track of your time in the game as well. So there we go, Tamagotchi 12. Is that because it's December, they have a special icon for each month, maybe? Okay, is that okay? And then you start, as the wiki also says, a Tamagotchi characters will hatch from one of the 3 different Tamagotchi eggs. So depending on which egg I choose, which is these little cards, and the egg in the background, that it's kind of like your starter Pokemon. It'll have different attributes, it'll have different, maybe, skills or stats, maybe, and it'll also have a different family tree. Depending on what you do with this. So I don't know if they even let you, like, it's just random. It's not so much like Pokemon. Maybe you can't go back. You just have an egg. It's not like, you know, on Pokemon you choose your starter. It's like fire, grass, water. On this one, it is yeah, it's not. It's just random pretty much. You don't know unless maybe if you played it a bunch. So we're gonna name it whatever that is, and just press OK. Name doesn't matter. He's hatching immediately. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if the actual Tamagotchis hatch immediately or if you have to keep them as an egg for a while. I had that Digimon keychain, which the battery died on that also. So I wasn't able to really confirm that, but yeah, so here's the main menu. Or like the main game screen. You've got your time and date at the top. You've got this thing right here, which is Music Maker, I think. I played around with this a little bit. You got a book there. I'm not sure what that is. We'll figure this all out together. But then the main screen, the viewpoint, you've got our nice animation of your Tamagotchi monster creature taking a nap right now. So you've got different things, just like on the actual Tamagotchi handheld, but this is all on the Game Boy. So if you have a Game Boy and you want a Tamagotchi, here you go, just buy the game pack. And it's got everything that you need for your Tamagotchi already in the Game Boy, and in some ways it's even better. And the cool thing about this cart, once again, is that it has a battery that you put in the cart, a separate battery, not like a game save battery, but a battery for it to have a little speaker on it, and it makes sound out of the game pack. So for that reason, I'm assuming it's because your Tamagotchi will need to remind you to feed it every once in a while and stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a battery that fit it. I was going to use my Digimon battery, but that one's also dead. And then I tried using like a little tiny watch battery, and it didn't fit quite right. So let's check this out. Let's start at the top and let's work our way down through all the things in this Tamagotchi game. The first one, I believe, is a music creator, and this is a Super Game Boy Enhanced game. That's why it looks like it's in color. It looks like it's Game Boy Color. but it's actually not. It's Super Game Boy Pack Enhanced Original Game Boy. That's why it's in color and it has that special border that'll change from time to time. We've got this, which I think these are these the mini games? What is this? Okay, we've got I don't even know what that is. Okay, this is what I thought it was. Okay, this is where you choose. You have a scrolling line right there. You can tell it's musical notes by pressing up on the D-pad, down on the D-pad, or left or right on the D-pad, and then I think pressing maybe A, it'll record it, and then you can press start, and it'll play. Like basically your Tamagotchi singing a song on a stage. So now it'll replay the notes that you entered in. I'm not sure how to get to all the notes though. Maybe it's B button. So that's recorded, and you get a score based upon that. So I got 10 points, looks like. So little fun mini games you can do with your Tamagotchi. But let's try that again. Oh, so A button. So is B button some of the other notes? It's like this only does 4 notes. I don't know. It's like there's not that many buttons on the Game Boy, so it's weird. I don't know how to get to the other notes yet. Is it A? Oh, A. A toggles it to the last 4 notes. Okay. Holding A. So now we're gonna replay it, which actually it does replay automatically now that I noticed it. It's nice to have like the better graphic quality of the Game Boy console, or Super Game Boy in this case, for your Tamagotchi, but still have the same type of Tamagotchi experience with some other extra stuff. So I actually got worse points that time because probably I didn't follow a real musical pattern. So I didn't get any points for just hitting all the buttons real fast. Let's go back. Let's double check the wiki to see where I am in the game. Because it doesn't say anything in the Wikipedia about the musical minigame, as far as I can tell. Let's check what this heart-shaped door is. The heart-shaped door could be rock, paper, scissors. There's supposed to be a rock, paper, scissors minigame, and a nervous breakdown minigame, which is like a card game. And there's supposed to be an exercise minigame where you can run your Tamagotchi through checkpoints. Let's see what this is all about. If I'm looking at the right Wikipedia, of course. This looks like another musical thing. You've got a church, and a church choir, and a priest, which I'm assuming this would not be in the North American version of the game. But we've got little like things I can select. I have a Japanese translation guide, but that would take a little while for me to search through all this text to get to the right thing. I don't know what that was. Let's just check one more time. That one looks like a tooth. I think it's supposed to be legs, but it looks like a tooth. That's kind of gross. Oh, she's sad. Now she's got a... You know, I don't know. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre adventure. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and 3. Three different Tamagotchi faces there. You can see they start out young babies, and they turn into more like an animal. And then this one looks like an onion. So this is like a different minigame. Maybe this is the one... Maybe this is, Nervous Breakdown. There are 4 cards with pictures of Tamagotchi characters on the board. 4 covered, 1 uncovered. The covered cards are shown for a very small period of time. Then the player should appoint the covered card, which has the picture of the uncovered one. I don't think this is it. Is this it? Well, see, look, it says heart, so we gotta find the heart for the other player. Okay, this is pretty easy to pick up and play. I'm winning so far. No, I'm not winning so far. I waited too long. Oh, he beat me. So he does a happy dance. He got some points. That was me. I think that was the hardest difficulty. Let's try this minigame again. I don't even know if I'm looking at the right game on there, because on that Wikipedia it says it's a Game Boy Color game. This is not a Game Boy Color game. Let's choose level 1, which should be a shorter difficulty. This could be Nervous Breakdown or something similar to it. Heart. Door? He was already on the door before it started. Fork. Froggy thing. That thingy. Musical note. Bunny. I'm just going off in my head. Like, right off. There we go. We got 70 points. We won that. It looked like last time I lost, but you still get a victory animation, so there's no real way to lose. And I'm thinking these minigame points, although they don't show your actual Tamagotchi character or pet, I think they give your Tamagotchi back at home when he's sleeping some points or something you can use. Maybe not. I could be wrong about that, but I don't see why they would do that. Over here we've got a different menu where I think this is all the like a Pokedex. It looks like I can scroll through it and there's different types of Tamagotchi and things you can learn about them. So we're on page 1, there's page 2 as you go down, there's 3, and there's 4 pages of total Tamagotchi monsters that you can, you know, eventually look at and like collect and stuff. Let's see. Well, this is like, from what I remember on Digimon, because I've played the Digivice in English not too long ago. This is like your weight and your stats and your like well-being and all the information that you need to know about your Tamagotchi right now. And there's a little portrait of him up the corner. This exits right out when you press A. This is obviously you're gonna feed your Digimon. You've got some rice, you've got some maybe leek or seaweed, maybe. You've got some meat. You've got some like Poco. Is it Poco? Poco sticks. Let's give him one of those shish kebabs. Here, I dropped it in his room, and he's eating it. It's not that great of an animation, but it gets the job done. And he goes right back to sleeping. Or maybe he's angry. I don't know. Is that an angry animation or a sleepy animation? Well, he ate the food we gave him. So that's good. We've got ball. Oh, this is where the minigames are. So what was I playing before? Like extra minigames? We'll go back to the minigames towards the end of the video. But the minigames are the baseball. And they activate those 3 minigames that I read about in the Wikipedia. A little bit. The next one's a bird. What have I done? What does the bird do? Oh my, what does the bird do? Let's check. There's not a lot of information on this wiki for this game specifically. But it does talk about the food, so let's go back to the food real quick. There are 4 food groups types. There's rice, snack, oh it's celery, and meat. Each one fills out of 1 of 4 hunger hearts. Not feeding the Tamagotchi will cause them to die. So let's go back. Hunger hearts. Does it say it in here? Yes, we got 1 hunger heart because we chose one of the 4 food groups. So that's what those icons represent with those 4 bubbles of hearts. So these are probably the most 2 important ones if you want to keep your Tamagotchi alive and well. Is the stats and the food. You want to keep feeding them. The bird, I'm not sure what it does. Does it progress time? Does it clean up the room because Tamagotchis can poop around just like Digimon? And we've got this thing. I don't know what that is. Like a scribbly face? You click on it and there's a happy face and an upside down face. What does that do? Oh, it made him angry. Okay, well, let's make him happy then. Okay, now he's playing music. Maybe that's like you're talking to your Tamagotchi. You're like saying something nice or saying something mean. I don't know why you'd want to say something mean to them though. There's a syringe, a medical syringe with something in it, but I don't know why, but I can't feed it to him. Maybe when your Tamagotchi gets sick, you have to give them medicine. I'm assuming that might be what that might be. This is a light bulb. What does that do? Oh, of course, it turns off the lights in the room so your Tamagotchi can go to sleep. Okay, let's turn the lights back on. I mean, he is sleeping right now, but yeah, we want to play the game for now. So maybe when you like turn off your Game Boy, you might want to turn off the lights, and because it has a memory in the game pack where your Tamagotchi can still talk to you and stuff through the speaker on the Game Boy game pack cart, not the Game Boy itself. Which is weird. It has a slider for on and off on the game card itself. Okay, so here's something that is in the Wikipedia. The last thing that we'll probably read in the Wikipedia besides the minigames is TMP. You might be wondering what TMP is. That stands for Tamagotchi Mating Power. So I'm assuming when you go to the Tamagotchi Mating Power panel on the main screen, which we're on right now, this is where your Tamagotchis can mate with each other. Either that or it's the breaking heart, which I'm not sure what that is just yet. So basically you've got Osutchi, which is male, and Mesutchi, which is female. And when they're male and female, they can mate Tamagotchis to make more Tamagotchi eggs. This is the heartbreak. I don't know what that is. Is that like destroying your Tamagotchi? That could be like a release button, so I don't want to do that just yet. We'll try that at the end. And then there's a door. Oh, can you get different house types? Maybe that's what that is. What? Oh, this might be a save game. This might be save your game. As what I'm assuming it's like some kind of house type thing. Did I break it? I think what I did is like you log off. That's a log off type button. Like you're leaving your house and you're supposed to turn off your Game Boy. But when I did this here, you know what it did? I can't press anything. Oh wait, we got hard reset. Hard reset. Sweet. Or soft reset, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, soft reset, where I just reset with the button. So here's a little intro cutscene. Let's skip that. Alright, so now that we know the basic functions and what everything is in this game, let's check out these mini games which are on the baseball once again. So baseball, if these are in the correct order, we've got rock, paper, scissors, we've got nervous breakdown, and we've got exercise. So let's check out rock, paper, scissors, which is your basic rock, paper, scissors game. Rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, paper beats rock. Alright, so rock, paper, scissors, we've got left on the D-pad is rock. Right on the D-pad is paper. Up on the D-pad is scissors. And we're playing this game to try to get points. Looks like we got a tie there. Oh, he beat me there. Looks like he beat me twice, and I beat him 3 times, so it's best out of 5. So it looks like I won. But there's no real scoreboard afterwards, so I'm not sure what that really does. Now, I think these mini-games here, and not the ones with the music, but these ones specifically here will give you, they actually interact with your Tamagotchi, so they'll make him happier or sadder, or depending on what you do in it. It should affect your Tamagotchi monster. Let's check this one out real quick. It's called Nervous Breakdown. This is the one where there's 4 cards with pictures of Tamagotchi characters on the board. 4 are covered, 1 is uncovered. The covered cards are shown for a very small amount of time. Players should point the covered card, which is the picture of the uncovered one. So it's a matching game. You match this one that's uncovered, which looks like a guy with a bunny hat, to any of the 3 that are, you know, covered. So you get a little bit of a peek at them real quick. So if you're really good at looking at things, you can guess it right. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting the hang of it. It's kind of like a Mario Party minigame. They've done things like this in many minigame collections. This one? Okay, cool. We gotta get 1 more to win, and it's this. There we go. We got 2 wrong, 3 right on that one, which I'm assuming gives us a win. The final game, which I'm gonna have to look at one more time, is called Exercise. The Tamagotchi should run through 2 checkpoints on a beach, then reach the pearl, which appears after collecting the checkpoints. The time is limited. So I'm not sure on the controls, but remember, Game Boy only has A and B, so let's see how we play this. What? Oh, it's like a maze game. Okay, but you've got a time limit, too. So we've got to get to the clam at the top, right? Oh, the pearl. I couldn't get through it. There's stuff blocking it. This reminds me of Game & Watch, like a lot. Like those simple Game & Watch games like Ball and like the Whack-A-Mole type thing on Game & Watch. But this is really fast-paced, just short. If it were something like Game & Watch, it would be like a longer game, I would think. Let's double check this. Oh, you have to get the checkpoints, which are these those small icons. You dodge the crabs, and you try to get to the clamshell at the top to get the pearl. It's making sense as I go along. There we go. It opens up the clamshell, got the pearl. There we go. Here's this. Too much delay. I didn't catch up to that one. Got that one. You gotta be really fast. It's like a 3-second timer. Okay, so we won 2 of them out of 3, so I guess that counts as a win. I'm not really sure if that's really what it is, but it seems like if you get a majority out of the available games, you'll just win. So now we're back at the Tamagotchi house, where Tamagotchi is just sleeping there. And we've got everything. We've checked everything. Let's feed him one more time. Let's give him some meat. The cat would have some meats. Eats the meat, little by little. And now he's up. He's walking around. Oh, here we go. There's a couple things that I want to check on here, too. Let's check his stats, just so we know. Looks like they did go up a little bit on certain things. Depending on what I fed him, or maybe the minigames as well. Let's check out a couple other things. There's one thing I want to do with the... what was it called? TMP. Tamagotchi mating power. Let's see if we can, mate, you know? This might be a little lewd. No, okay, let's see if we can mate with the Tamagotchi mating power. It looks like we're not ready to mate yet. Either that, or I have to find another Tamagotchi. And I'm not even sure if you can do that on a single cart. The Game Boy had a thing called the Game Boy Link cable, which was mainly used in games like Pokemon, but also things like Killer Instinct, and I think Tetris, maybe Tetris, and other games, some of the Zelda games used it to link one Game Boy console to another Game Boy console, and it's basically like the early versions of like a local Wi-Fi. So yeah, maybe you have to mate with another player's complete Tamagotchi game. Because, I don't know how to do it. I don't know if you can get more than one. You probably can because there's eggs that you select at the start, so I don't know how to get more eggs though. But he looks happy, he looks healthy. Let's see what happens when I break his heart. I know, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be really bad. This looks like a big warning. I don't know what it's saying, but, let's just, like, what is this? What is going on here? It looks like heartbreaking. Did I click the wrong thing? And by wrong thing, I mean going back. I wanna destroy this Tamagotchi. Oh, there's a link cable thing. So there is link cable support, of course. Okay, well there's something else. I don't even know if this is like heartbreaking. This could be like Heart Connect. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong with a lot of this. Let's just see where we can go on these menus. Let's check this one. It's another game link cable thing. Well, maybe there is no way to just, you know, throw away your Tamagotchi. I've heard from the few YouTube videos that have covered this game already, really brief ones, that there's a scary game over screen. I'm trying to access that, that's what I'm trying to do here. I don't want to hurt my Tamagotchi if I was playing this for real, but in this short video, I would like to get to the game over screen. I'm hoping it's just as scary as some of those game over screens on the Japanese Game Boy camera that we did a few episodes ago. Alright everybody, I've got the Tamagotchi video set to exactly 1 minute before the Tamagotchi died. I left it on for a grand total of 3 hours and 38 minutes before the Tamagotchi felt bad, was hungry, starving, and pooped at least 3 times on the screen in the Tamagotchi's room. So now we're going to hit play on my recording because I just can't wait there all day talking for almost 4 hours and see what this death screen is actually like. Oh, the screen flashes white and we've got a strange screen of the Tamagotchi dead in front of a grave, not in the grave. There's a cross on the grave's mound and darkness all around him surrounding that Tamagotchi. And then there's like maybe faces of maybe memories of when he was happy or sad or things popping and dissolving in the dark background. That is pretty dark. The Tamagotchi has been visited by the Grimgotchi and is now a dead Gotchi. Alright guys, that was it for that part of the video. Do I feel bad? Kinda. Now today's Tamagotchi game was pretty interesting to check out and fun to check out because it's so different in gameplay style to a majority of the games that I'll be playing. On this game, we learned some of the basics of Tamagotchi and how to take care of and raise your Tamagotchi. And right now, I'm actually currently waiting for the Tamagotchi to die, so hopefully I'll get that recorded and put onto the video. But for the most part, you want to take care of your Tamagotchi, and that's the ideal way to play this game type. But that was it for this week's Famicom Friday on Happy Beard Games. And stay tuned for more Famicom Fridays coming up soon. Remember, you can like, share, comment, and subscribe to Happy Beard Games for more classic gaming goodness. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Bye!